Alright, so I'm gonna let y'all know why I like the cars I like. Started off, I was with my mom and my brother. This was way back. This is gonna date myself. So we were in Blockbuster Video, and I remember my brother was working there, and we went to go rent some movies from him. And while we were in there, there was some car thing on TV, and I remember looking up at it like, what the heck is this? It was a white car with a little spoiler on it, and it was hitting turns, all aggressive and whatnot. And I'm like, all right, that's kind of cool. It's a little animated drawing. That's cool. Lo and behold, come to find out, it was Initial D. Then I was like, you know what? Let me look this up. At the time, mind you, I was into F-150s, F-250, 350s, Chevys, Dodge, you name it. I'm talking all types of trucks, lifted trucks. I was like, man, I'm going to off-road this. I'm going to trophy truck that. So I started looking at it, and I'm like, man, that car looked so cool. Did a little bit more research, started finding out about the culture. My brother at the time had a Mazda 626. He was trying. He put exhaust in. Yeah, then he winds up getting LS Integra Black. There was an Integra Type R wing. Mind you, this was way back right around Fast and Furious time. Threw an Integra Type R wing on it, and everybody went crazy at school. Every time they would see him, they'd be like, dang, he's sick. You know, I'm like, it's not tight. But then he'd come pick me up, and, you know, being a little brother, you gotta act coy and be like, your car's nothing. But secretly, we all know I was sitting there like, please come pick me up. Please come pick. Yes, he's picking me up. My brother's picking me up. He's got the coolest car. You don't even know. So yeah, he came and picked me up. I didn't really like the car. I'll be honest. I didn't like it. I liked the fact that a car gave him that much power and attention. Not saying that I crave power or anything like that over people, but it was cool to see how everyone's opinion of him were formulated based off of a vehicle. So then I started doing more research. My favorite car became the Supra. I thought, you know, high school, first car is going to be a Supra. Yeah, I'm making it happen. No. I didn't really take school too seriously. I mean, I'm smart, really smart. I didn't take it seriously, so I never applied myself. So I didn't wind up getting a car until after. Actually, no, it was my last year of high school. I got a car, but got it for so cheap that it needed work. It was a 1993 Civic, and it sat there in the driveway. It didn't even run. So I remember trying to act cool. I'd call my buddies up, like, hey, look, come look at my Civic, man. Hold on, let me go sneak and get the key. You know, I gotta go get a thing, sneak and get the key down. My parents weren't home, so I sitting there, turn it on, act like I was driving. It overheated a lot every time I would do that, so I couldn't do it much, but it was fun. And then later, when it was after I had graduated, I finally got rid of that and got an actual working one. It was a 1994 Honda Civic. So when I got that, never really did anything with it. Fast forward, my credit had taken a dive. I had never really financed the car until I got a 2003, I think it was, Mazda Speed Protege, aka Zoom Zoom Boom. People know about that. I bought it. Mine was a lemon. I tried everything. I couldn't. I mean, it wound up getting repoed, or not repoed. I voluntarily repoed it. Credit took a hit. Okay. As a kid, sucked, but hey, I made do with it. And then finally got to the point where I can moved out, and saved up for a little bit, bought myself a Mitsubishi Mirage. And I was like, living as cheap as could be, no bills, no anything, cheap apartment. So I thought about it, let me save up the cheapest way, ramen noodles. Not saying anything negative about ramen noodles, I still eat ramen noodles. I probably got a box, actually no, I just finished those ones, but you don't even need to see, my room's messy. So I ate ramen noodles for a full year and saved up as much as I could. And then I went and got the Audi. It was a 2006 Audi A3, stanced looking, and it was freaking dope. It's freaking dope. I'll try to post a pic of it here. And then, you know, I was like, you know what, let me keep doing this. Let me save a little bit more. Saved some more, went and got a BMW. And then was like, you know what, these cars are cool, but they're expensive. I want to travel the world instead. So I started traveling. So yeah, went to Korea, had fun, came back. When I was out in Korea, I saw a Mini Cooper. It was a yellow one. It was a John Cooper Works one. But it was not the John Cooper Works. It was the Mini Cooper GP. I saw it. I was like, you know what? That's dope. I want one of those. Saved up a little bit more. Bought it. You know, bought that car. Had fun. Went to Japan. next year. Then I was like, you know what? That same mentality that I had in Korea applied to Japan. Came back and I had a new drive. I was like, you know what? I'm doing this. I want a really freaking awesome car. So we get back and I'm looking around. I'm like, you know what? I gotta have something sick. I gotta have something JDM. It's gotta be sick. Look on Craigslist. Don't really find much. And then boom. One day at work, I just decide, let me hop on Craigslist and just see what's out there. I do my typical A through Z. Oh, you know what? Let me just look up right-hand drive. See what cars have already been imported and stuff like that. Boom. What is this? 95 Impreza L. Right-hand drive converted. Huh. 7,500? That's cheap. So I went and snagged it, you know. 7,500 is cheap for me at the time. Not saying that that's super cheap and that if you can't afford that, you're broke or anything. No. I'm simply saying it was 7,500. So I went and snagged it. And then I would have to say that was the best purchase because that was my first right-hand drive car. Whether it was legit or not, it was my first right-hand drive car. Drove all the way home. Luckily, I had my buddy in the car because at the time, I didn't realize left turns were dangerous. So luckily, I had him in the car. And we got the car back home and slowly I built it up. But then later on that year, a couple months actually, my brother came across a Evo. So we snagged it. And once we got the Evo back, he didn't want to keep it anymore. He was after trying to start a business and things to that effect. So I bought it off of him. And then now I had the Evo and the Subi. So then I was like, you know what? I got the two icons. All I have to do is just build them both up and see which one's best. That's what I've been doing. 22B is being built. You might have seen pics and video of it at WeekFest San Jose. I think that was the first show I've unveiled it. It wasn't 100%. But hey, I unveiled. And then my Evo 6 won Best JDM at Hot Import Nights 2024. I got a plaque over there. I gotta find it. Yeah, so I'm freaking ecstatic. Then again, the next year we went to Japan, came back, I had a renewed zeal again. I'm like, you know what? Fell in love with the Skylines. Had to have one. So as soon as we get back, I start looking around. Don't see anything. It took about 7 more months to find one. Went and met the guy, went and bought the car, drove it all the way back from Idaho here to here. But nonetheless, got the car back. Then I was like, you know what? This is by far the car I want to keep. So I need to sell some cars. Got rid of the Audi, got rid of the Mini. Then from there, I just kind of kept level-headed and was happy to have a Skyline. And then I realized that with the Skyline comes fanboys. So many fanboys. Anytime you go to a gas station, it's straight up, hey, dude, can I, like, how'd you get that? Can I take a picture? Hey, so this, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, clean car. Hey. Every single time I would be at the gas station, it would start off being a, quick run in, grab something, run out. And it would turn to a 2-hour ordeal. No offense. I love talking to people, and that's partially my fault. But yeah, I would be talking to them about how the car is and everything and yada yada. But then I realized I don't necessarily want that attention, so I park the car. I don't really drive it that much. I know everyone's like, you've got a Skyline, you gotta drive that thing. Man, if I had one, ooh, I would be driving everywhere. No, truth is, anytime you take it out, you're always watching for cops because you know they're looking at you. They see Skyline, they see everyone get crazy near you. They think you're doing something. So as long as you drive reasonably, you won't have any issues. But even still, you've got to be prepared to get stopped a bunch of times. So I don't try to take any risks with it. I just feel like it's too much money to risk or jeopardize, So now I just kind of stick to the Evo 6. I mean, hands down, the Evo 6 is by far my favorite car. There's no comparison to any other cars. I know everyone's like, Skyline's the best. You don't know what you're talking about. Or people are like, Supra's the best, bro. You don't even know. That 2JZ. No, to each their own. I grew up, again, watching Smokey Nagata and Top Secret. So to me, that was the icon, so to speak, of how cars should be built. And I know you're now probably saying, man, Supras are perfect for that. Smokey Nagata had Supras. All he did was top speed runs in them. Yeah, but he started in a R33 Skyline. Yeah, bro. GTR. That may be the case, but even still, we all choose our own platforms. And to me, the Evo chose me. So yeah, I think that's by far my favorite car. I can't think of anything else. But we're not here to talk about that. We're just here talking about how I came about having all of these cars on a budget. very small budget. So as of right now, I don't make that much money, and I don't have that much money. My money is tied up now with these vehicles. But the way I look at it is these vehicles are irreplaceable. And to me, that's what I appreciate the most. I'm not going to be trying to get rid of those things, and I know I should. It's just I love cars, and I love owning multiple cars. Will I ever go back down to one or two? Yes, for sure. After the RWB is built, I'm going to definitely go down to 3. But yeah, hopefully all of this stuff is just encouraging you to, think outside your comfort zone. Like I said, I'm a Mitsubishi guy. I'm not really a Subi guy. No offense, but I started on Mitsus. I love them. So once the Subaru came about, I had to jump on it just because it's a good deal. I broadened my horizon, did some research on them, realized why they were so iconic in their own right and why they won so many titles at World Rally Championship. Decided to give them a try. Realized that they're really awesome cars. Really are. Are they for me? Maybe. Maybe not. Still to be seen. But I will say this. Jump on the opportunity if it pops up. That's the best way to describe it. Jump on the opportunity if it pops up. You'll get left behind, left on the ground, on the low end. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Do you still want to be here, or do you want to be up there, So take advantage of every opportunity that you can. And even if you can't afford real deal legit parts, I love real parts. I hate fake parts for days. No offense. No reps, no any of that stuff. The way I see it is you're trusting your life to those fake parts. And I'm sorry, but if I'm going to trust my life to car parts, I want them to be the most exclusive, elite, best that I can. If I can't afford anything more, then I don't push it beyond what I feel comfortable with, But whatever you can afford in your life, your current situation, whatnot, just at least do that to the fullest. Don't get mad if other people are succeeding better than you are. Don't get mad if you're always having to help other people because they can't seem to get it, Respect other people and their tuning, and you'll see that it gives you respect back. I think that's what I've learned the most in life. Despite, if this guy over here is a Ford guy, but this guy over here is a Nissan guy, You guys are both there at a show. Obviously, you guys all have the same passion, whether you took the same route as they did or not. Spread positivity. All right, that's enough of my sappy rant. I'm going to holler at you guys later. I'm going to bed. Well, actually, I'm going to go get some food and then come home and finish watching. As you can see, I got the laptop up, but I'm going to finish watching. Don't mind my... Cinderella and the Four Knights. So, yeah, I'm going to finish watching that. But I'll holler at you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the vlog, but it's mainly just a rant, and share it with any of your car friends, that really just, you kind of want them to understand how it works, Maybe I helped you. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just ranting. Who knows? But at least I can say this one thing. Kudos to you guys out here in Arizona. You're killing the game and you don't even know it.
Hey, fat face! You stay classy.